Hello everyone, how's it going? We are playing some King SMP today. If you guys haven't already, there is a pin at the top of the chat. You can check that out for all the information on how to join. I kind of forgot to do that. We were doing it for a while, and then I stopped doing it. I don't know why. I am in spectator mode right now. I had logged on a couple days ago, I guess, to get a thumbnail, and I saw somebody had built something on my base, and I wanted to look at it on stream with you guys instead. So I opted to not look. I did all my best to just not be in the area, but it is right behind me, whatever it is. So let's just see. Okay, it's a little house, maybe, possibly. Okay, what does it say? Sam's house. Sorry, King needed a place to sleep. You can have the materials. Well, that's very nice. What kind of materials do we got in here? Ooh, I do need the stone. So that's good. That's good. Okay. I will take it. This can stay for now too, because I really don't need to utilize this land just yet. So, sweet. Give me 1 second. Gosh. Congrats on grabbing the first redemption there, Murthine. Sorry, Murthine. It's good to see you. We're gonna be playing some Minecraft though, like I said earlier, guys. Hopefully, I don't know how much work we're gonna do today, but I'm hoping to get a good amount done. We've got a lot to do. Really, I need to get back here and then just start moving the grass towards the, what do you call it? The temple, I guess. And I just need to fill in all that area. As soon as it all looks good, we'll be fine. But, I need to redo all my audio settings. I need to set up a separate client for, like, MCC Island, because I change all my settings when I go to that server, because all the audio stuff is different there. And so hopefully this at least is not terrible. I don't know. Let me know if I need to change any of the audio settings, but this will hopefully be fine. So yeah, I wanted to show you guys what we're working on today, probably. At least what I'd like to be working on. So, as you can see over here, this dirt stuff that we've been placing, that's been the last couple of streams. We basically need to bridge this part over to there. And then all that's left is basically filling in the cliffs. And so this cliff will kind of go along this side. And eventually, it will match up here as well. It'll intersect to this, and then there will be another cliff up here as well. And that should hopefully kind of get this section pretty well looking complete. Obviously, there's a lot of other things we need to do. I mean, we got to wait for all the grass to spread, but I'll be building in the area regardless of that. We need to get some trees set up. So I need to probably go and search for some trees that I like and kind of get some blueprints for them. And we just gotta keep going, essentially. It's a big project, but it's looking good. I mean, oh, you could not ask for much better terrain than this, honestly. Like, I know I could have been doing gradients on the cliffs, and that would definitely make it look better. But I don't regret it. I do not regret what I've done so far. This was not supposed to ever get this big, but I don't want to stop, you know? I do need to kind of start speedrunning it, though, at some point, because I am way behind on it. And so, actually, this weekend, I'm going to be taking a look at all of the current plans for the SMP that I've got in regards to the base. And we are going to take some time. What am I trying to do? Warps. I'm gonna take some time myself just to try to figure out what I need to focus on. Because I kind of made a deal that I would try to finish this base before the end of the year. And the end of the year is coming. It is very close, and so I'm a little bit worried about it, to be honest. I don't want to lose a bet. And unfortunately, it just kept growing beyond my expectations, and realistically, I could finish it. Like, I am still of the mind I could finish, I just need to get some help. We'll see how long it takes me to get there, though. I'm gonna keep holding on, and well, I didn't really need to throw that in there, but it'll get tossed out regardless. We'll just use that as my trash bin. Okay. Alright, well, we got our upgrades here. Or not upgrades, repairs, sorry. Okay, let me turn up hostile creatures again. But yeah, no, we've got a lot of spaces that we need to build in. You know, we've got this one town that needs finished. Honestly, I'm kind of tempted to just start sticking trees in here, and then going from there, seeing like how bad it is. Like if I notice that, you know, the houses are looking pretty bad still after even adding the trees, then we'll look at, you know, upgrading the houses a little bit, seeing if we can fix them. But I'm gonna do my best to not have to do much more to these, because they are painful. I don't know what it is about them, but I just can't. I cannot. Of course, we also have over in the mansion, we have a room that we could probably be doing today as well. If I'm not mistaken, it was this Monday that I kind of just stopped responding, which wasn't intentional. I don't know how many of you guys were there for that. If any of you were, I apologize. We were kind of up here. We were just placing all the stairs, and then we were placing the smithing tables, and at some point in time, I kind of just blanked out. I don't remember anything said or done during that time. I blanked out during that stuff. So, we need to probably, like, actually go in and finish some stuff there, but, I want to work on the mountains today, honestly. Is that the king? Is that the Gus? How's it going, dude? Good to see you. I don't know if I'm just hearing it because I'm me. I sound a little bit different today. I don't know. How about you? I'm alright. I'm tired. I was up late last night, and then, I just had a hard time falling asleep. Sometimes you get those nights and days where, you know, there's just too much going on in your head that you have a hard time, like, actually properly resting. I don't even remember what I ended up doing to go to sleep. I laid there for at least 20 minutes. I remember that. But outside of that, I don't remember much else. I think I turned on music at some point. I sound like, I feel like... Might be my voice. I don't know if you guys can hear it. I can kind of hear it, and I can sort of feel it now. Right around in here, my throat. It's worn down or something almost. I sound sick. That's what it sounds like. I'm not sick. Well, I could be. I've not been eating much, like, the past couple of days, which is, like, a little concerning, but it's also that time of year for me where it's just, like, I don't eat a whole lot anyway. And that could be just why I feel the way I do in a lot of times, is eating is like so huge. Like if you're not eating much, you're bound to not feel great, I guess. I needed my doctors to really come through last time I was there and actually test my vitamin D. But they kind of forgot to, and they're convinced it's fine. But, unfortunately, that's fine. Unfortunately, they did not, want to rerun the test. And so I don't know if my vitamin D is correct or not. I think it's off. Checking the DIC. Yeah, exactly. You know what they gotta do. It's necessary. Spend time around King. Spending time around King is one of the most draining tasks known to man. And I wish I was kidding, dude. I spend time around him basically 24/7, and I don't know, man. I can't get away from him for longer than 10 seconds. And those 10 seconds are just the ones I'm blanking out on. Okay, I'm trying to remember. We had done some things today. I say we. I did pretty much nothing. I kind of sat there, but it was a nice time. I was just kind of chilling. Yesterday, some things happened during Kit's stream. Nothing like insane. Nothing like, nothing to be concerned about necessarily. But it kind of threw some things into the air on the mod chats, at least in my opinion. And so I kind of woke up today and started with that, which was fun. And then later on, I say we, it's not like the entirety of the mod team was there. But Kit, Ant, and I were just chilling in YouTube chat, while offline, testing out some things. Good news, the bots are working again, which is nice. I also need to connect up all this. That's probably fine. Okay, we're getting some new height variables here, which is going to be interesting. Because I've got to... Oh, boy. We might actually be able to do all this today. I mean, if I've gotten... Okay. Alright. I want to show you guys something. So, we've got this, right? This little line here. That line. I mean... Everything behind it up to that dirt line here, it has to be filled in somehow, some way. We could probably do that in like 3 or 4 hours, honestly. The biggest part is over here, and that's like already pretty well small, in my opinion. I mean, compared to everything else, you know. I might have to watch out because I might run out of dirt, but that's not too big of a deal. We could probably work on that. Hello, how's it going, Panda? Good to see you. I did get to find out how big of a nerd Anthony is, which just makes me so happy. I mean that in a very good way. He is a nerd. We were just chilling and we started quoting Star Wars, and we quoted the entirety of like Star Wars Revenge of the Sith when Obi-Wan and Anakin are fighting. And it really brought a smile on my face. Because the other night, during Kit's stream, somebody in YouTube chat popped in, and I think he genuinely might have been crying over this. his name was Clone Trooper, and I don't remember what number. But he was over there, and he said hello there, and I saw the name, I saw the profile picture, I was like, okay, this has got to be a Star Wars guy. So I just responded with General Kenobi, you know, as one does, General Kenobi. And he had a blast with that, and he wanted to test all my Star Wars knowledge, and so that was the first time in years that I've been able to like actually use my Star Wars knowledge for something. I used to be the biggest Star Wars nerd, and unfortunately the fandom kind of forced me out. Turns out you get so many unpopular opinions before they kind of go, yeah, you know what, you're not one of us anymore, which is like, whatever. I don't want to be a part of them anyway. It's so toxic. But ignoring all that, you know, it was, yeah, I enjoyed my time with Star Wars, and I still do enjoy Star Wars on occasion. I'm just not allowed to get into it anymore, because when I feel strongly about something, I tend to act as such, and you know, the problem with any media today, we're getting into it, guys. We're about to get into it. The problem with media nowadays is everybody is always going to complain no matter how you do it. Star Wars, Marvel, DC, all of them. They're all so bad. Most toxic fan bases I've ever met. Because if it's not done their way, then they're bad. They're of the devil. They don't... you know, they clearly don't know what they're talking about. Stan Lee is rolling in his grave, you know, it annoys me to no end, the people that act like that. Like, yes, I agree, Spider-Man is being severely mishandled by Marvel right now, but at the same time, like, just sit back and enjoy a silly little movie about superheroes, you know? Same thing with Star Wars, and George Lucas isn't even dead. So, you know, he'll say what he wants to say, but he also sold the franchise, and it was precisely because of the fans. So, you know, just throwing it out there. If you're a toxic fan base, think about it for a second. It could be worse. You think Disney is bad with franchises? Just wait until you see one of the other studios pick it up. I was gonna say Fox, but Fox is now Disney, so, you know, no matter where it goes, it's going back to Disney, probably, but I'm just saying. I'm vibing, how about you? I'm alright, I'm tired, but I'm here. That is lovely. Is that the real PC, Gus? I think it might be. A lot of fandoms are so toxic because, they want everything to be perfect. Exactly. And the problem is, like, with, for example, like we'll use the Marvel Cinematic Universe here. It cannot be perfect because everybody has a different definition on what that perfect is supposed to be. And unfortunately, you have the comic purists who say it has to be done like 100% to the comics. If it isn't Secret Wars from the comics, then I don't want it. Then you got the people who grew up on the Spider-Man 90s television series where they did Secret Wars there and they want it to be like that. And then you've got the people who don't want it to be like anything else we've seen because we'll know how it ends. And, you know, I'm inclined to agree with one of those groups. I think, honestly, you need to do a little bit of all of that, because the problem with Spider-Man right now, we're going into Spider-Man, sorry, I love Spider-Man. I've written a whole TV show about him. I can't wait to actually get it produced. But, you know, Spider-Man hasn't been moving recently. Like, he is stagnant because the people that write his comics don't want to let him grow up. It is a long issue that he will always have because the people in charge just are afraid to lose that magic. So he's not allowed to get married. he's not allowed to, he's not allowed to, sorry, hang on. He's not allowed to graduate college. You know, Aunt May isn't allowed to die anymore. And, you know, that's just been the amazing Spider-Man for the last, like, 20 years. It's unfortunate. It's very unfortunate. Probably, like, last 10 years, really. But, that's Spider-Man comics. Like I said, I've got a whole TV show I could fix Spider-Man with, like, properly. And you don't even have to use exclusively Spider-Man. I'm just saying. They've got a lot of cool characters. Miles Morales, Gwen Stacy, great characters. I liked Gwen Stacy before she was Spider-Woman. I'm just saying. Any of you watch Spectacular Spider-Man growing up as a kid? That was on the air, like, 16 years ago? Was it really that long ago? Oh, okay. But 16 years ago, you know, that was peak. That was peak. And I'm just saying, I could bring it back. I could. But yeah, no, like you said, everybody wants it to be perfect, but the problem is nobody can agree on what's perfect. And oftentimes the problem is that people are like lying on their face, bowing down to these celebrities, saying that some of them can't do wrong, and then flipping off the ones who they think only can do wrong. It's like, they're just human beings. Stop treating them like they're the absolute good and absolute evil of the world, you know? Like, don't get me wrong, Dave Filoni, he is great. I love a lot of what he's done with Star Wars, but he is not our Lord and Savior. And, you know, I like Tom Holland. He's got great acting skills. I think he's played a pretty good range of characters over his years. But he's not perfect, you know? Same thing with Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield, just to complete the Spider-Man thing, because I don't want anybody to be confused. I'm not picking favorites there. They all have their own little things about them. Old man is yapping again. Yeah, careful. I might go on to... Back in my day, you know, we had good TV. Spider-Man actually used to be able to punch people in the animated series. He used to not be able to, then he used to be able to. And now he's not allowed to anymore, I think. It's weird. I don't know, man. Spider-Man is overrated beyond belief. I tend to agree with you, yes. There has not been a well-written Spider-Man story in a while. Like, I like Spider-Verse, don't get me wrong. But I think it could be done better. And I think, you know, part of the issue with some of them is... well, the issue with Spider-Man in general is the refusal to innovate with him. It's a constant battle of just keeping his story the same. And so when Marvel does a, you know, MCU version of Spider-Man who doesn't have Uncle Ben, who doesn't, who we don't hear the story origins on, who doesn't have a best friend named Harry Osborn, who doesn't have a Mary Jane Watson, because her name is actually Michelle Jones. People are up in arms over it, and it's like, so are you going to be mad that Spider-Man is the same character in everything all the time, or are you going to be mad that we're changing things? You can't have it both ways. And I get it, you know, I get it. There's gonna be people on both sides people who do like it and people who don't. I'm just saying, like, why whine about it, you know? I don't know. Anyway. I wish I knew more about things like comics along with the general Marvel and DC lore, you know, the classic nerd stuff. I know a little bit, but that kind of stuff you're gonna have to go to my dad for. Fair enough. Drop his number. Can I have you both ways? That's crazy, Gus. That's crazy. I mean, you know, if there's a cookie in it for me, then sure, why not? Have it your way. But yeah, no, with comics, I get what you mean though, Panda. I wasn't really super deep into them, but Star Wars especially I got really into. Marvel I started to get into as well, especially more recently, because like I said, I've been writing a Star Wars. Sorry, I have been thinking about a Star Wars show idea, but I want to finish my Spider-Man thing first. I've been writing a Spider-Man series though, and I've got I think 12 seasons of material. Here, let me just pull it up. It's a book. It is a book. Not that tab. This one? Yes. Maybe. Maybe not. Okay. Maybe it's over here. It is here. Okay. Yeah, I've got 12 seasons worth of stuff. And it gets dark. I'm like it covers, I believe, the full story of Spider-Man with room for what do you call it? Spin-offs and new characters and stuff. Like it would be the first time I think a show has ever actually been a leading inspiration in creating comics, because you would almost have to have comics for some of the characters to go alongside the series because of how big it is. But you know, I'm still writing it, I'm still polishing it. I want it to be perfect, and then I'll bring it into Disney. And if they say they don't want to do it, then I will cry. But I have got a golden goose egg for them, dude. I mean, I'm telling you, the merchandise would go crazy as well. That is crazy. There's plenty of cookies. Have it my way. Nah, bro. Wants it both ways, don't you know? Dude, you should bring that to Marvel Comics. I would love to. I would love to. Disney has the rights to the shows. Anything under 20, is it under 40 minutes? I want to say it's under 40 minutes. Anything under 40 minutes that is Spider-Man related goes to Disney for a show. So I know I could probably get it in front of them. But the problem is you got to know somebody to get into that circle. But I think I've got the perfect pitch for them. I mean, I've got all the characters that they seemingly need to use. I mean, I can't tell you how many times I've seen some of these characters in the last couple of years. Not that I hate them or anything, it's just, it's crazy how often they use some of them. Are you pitch perfect? I wish. I wish. Here's your tab. Thank you. What was I saying? Oh yeah. But the problem that you run into with Disney is they like to change things on you. I think I could. I really think I could make a good show, but you gotta worry about the executives. This guy, I could get so many dabs. I need to get you some new channel point redemptions. You guys have been stuck with like dab and candy and hydrate for the longest of time. That 100k award, I mean, it is pretty nice. It is pretty nice. Candy. All right. I really should just change it to sugar at this point, because I don't think I'll ever buy more candy. All right. This one's for you, Panda. 1 packet of sugar. It hurts my jaw to eat those. Which is a weird feeling. It's a very weird feeling. I'm working toward it, but I need a dab for morale boosting. You know, fair enough. Fair enough. The mystery is fun. I suppose it was self-explanatory a little bit. I probably should, like, actually put some descriptors on that stuff. I'm redoing the channel point system at some point. This weekend, I'm supposed to sit down and write up, like, everything. Because I've said this on stream, like, I think I said it yesterday, in fact. You know, I've been wandering around aimlessly, kind of, for a little bit. And I know that's not good. I should have goals. I've been saying I have goals for the last couple of years, and that's been a lie. So, it's time to, like, actually put together my goals and hold myself accountable to them. And so, you know, there's gonna be stream goals, there's gonna be life goals, and you know, all those things. I mean, this next year especially, I've got way too much that I need to be doing, because where I want my life in 10 years, you know, I am not on trajectory for that, I'll be honest. I am quite the opposite. I am on a decline for where I want to be in 10 years. Which is, you know, a little bit terrifying, but the sooner you recognize that, the better, I guess. So that's what I'm doing tomorrow. But I'm hoping that during that time, maybe I can sit down and actually make a plan for the channel points, and then do like a slow rollout or something. Okay, so we're actually close. Okay, I'm on target. Wow. You should have a redeem that plays California Girls. I love California Girls. Well, I don't love girls from California, but I love the song California Girls. Not that there's anything wrong with girls from California necessarily, it's just they're not my type. You know? Although, I guess, like, we could get into the whole discussion of, like, what is my type? And, you know, I wish I could answer that. I love myself some white girl music, dude. California Girls is a bop. You would take anything at this point? Okay, true. You didn't have to call me out like that, but true. I'm a little bit desperate. Nah, 1K for emo goth mommy Gus on screen. Now that would be pretty nice. You would take Rocky the Rock. Gosh. Not Rocky the Rock. I'd like to believe I'm a little bit more esteemed than that. The future is important to consider. My school does college tours for a week when you're in 10th grade, which is the grade I'm in, and after going on the trip, it's actually making me start to think about my future. Yeah, I will say this. I will say this much. Like Gus said, planning for the future, it is something that you probably should do. It sucks. It's scary. I'm not gonna lie. I'm terrified to do it tomorrow. Like, it is kind of like one of those things where it's like, it's making a promise to yourself, you know, that you're at least gonna try. And that's kind of scary. That is kind of scary. But at the same time, you know, if you want to be the man that you want to be, or, if you want to be the man that you see in your head, that you go, yes, this is the guy I want to be, if that makes any more sense than what I tried to say earlier, then you gotta almost have a plan written down. And that's what tomorrow is for me, and I highly recommend it to everybody, in fact. Write down a goal in the next, you know, year that you want to accomplish, and write a goal for the next 5 years and 10 years, and, you know, how would... a little more darker of a topic, how do you want your life to like wrap up? Do you want to like be surrounded by your 20 grandchildren on your Texas ranch? I'm projecting a little bit here, I'm sorry. But you know, well, how do you get to that point, you know? That is the question. And you should do this with financial stuff as well. Like, where do you want your money to end up? Like, do you want to be a millionaire? Okay, well, how do you get there? And start writing it down and start like saying, this is what I got to do in order to become a millionaire. And I've got a plan. I've got a plan to become a millionaire. I gotta sit down and actually think about it a little more seriously. But to be a millionaire would be awesome. Because I could go on trips to VidCon like it's like nobody's business and go, you know, my friend also wants to go and they're telling me that they don't want to go because of money. I'm going to call their bluff and pay for their ticket. I know plenty of cute girls. I'm just a weirdo. You know, me too, man. King, you are the scariest thing I've seen. That, bruh. So that's got to be my goal this next year. Stop being so scary so that I'm not scaring away all the ladies, you know? Wait till the meat time comes? Oh boy, not the meat. We're not about to talk about meat again, are we? Bro would be the main attraction at a horror room. I went, oh gosh, has that been a year now? Oh. Okay, that's not great. I went to a theme park last year in October, and they had a whole bunch of like haunted houses set up and stuff. And I became like one of the main people that this actor was following around, and he kept like breathing down my neck, dude. And he wouldn't stop making fun of me the entire time. I hate it. I hate going in those places so bad. But I would do it again. It was fun. I'm not gonna lie. It was fun. But can I breathe down your neck, King? Only if you want to. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, and wait, hang on. I missed something. I thought about majoring in like coding and theater if I go to college, since both of those things I can enjoy. Absolutely, and those are both great things to get into. I mean, theater, you know, there's not a whole lot of extra career path available there. So like, you know, you got a good fallback with coding. I mean, there will always be a need for people in tech jobs. I say that. There might be danger at some point, but not in our lifetime, I don't think. Okay, not in our working lifetime. So you should be fine in that regard. And you know, theater is a big one as well. I mean, I wish I took the time to actually like learn how to properly act and sing and those other forms of entertainment than just sitting here playing a video game and talking to you guys, because this isn't transferable to anything. You know what theater can transfer into? Everything. It transfers to everything. And I'm a little bit jelly of people who have been really deep into that kind of stuff. It's actually King Simp time. Oh yeah, when King had his Minecraft meat on the table. Oh my. Yeah, we're back there. We're back there now, aren't we? Why that, Panda? That was lovely. It was very nice meat. Thank you. I appreciate it. Cooked it myself. Deal VidCon 2025. Oh boy. You know, I've said some things about you in my DMs to Kit. In regards to VidCon that you have no idea about, and I'm kind of tempted to mention it. It has to do with the peanut butter, okay? You kind of mentioned that you wanted to know what the peanut butter was about, I think, at some point. It has to do with peanut butter. And you. Let's see, I just realized Panda didn't see King's Minecraft meat on the table. What a shame. It is truly a shame. That could be a front on the channel. That's gonna be my new intro screen, is just the meat on the table. Being a clown is always on the table, King Ruggle. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. It's very kind of you. Streaming transfers a lot of things if you do it right. That's true. I would be a great cashier. It's almost like I did that before, though. I'm good at talking to people, which I hate. I could be a good, like, speaker in some regards. I could teach you guys about doom and gloom and how horrible it is, and how you will probably still keep living in it because it's harder to change things than to accept that we're the problem. But I'm not gonna do that today. I already kind of just did, but we're not gonna get into it. You guys want to see my meat? It's in here. This is where I keep it. It's very nice, isn't it? Very, very nice. I put it right next to Gus, too. You've been cooking that for 20 years? Oh my gosh. Yo, Reggie Weggy, hey, how's it going, Spicy? Do you like crunchy or smooth peanut butter? I don't discriminate. They're both good. However, if I did have a choice, I'd probably choose crunchy most days, especially for what I'm about to tell you about, Gus. I went away for a second. What peanut butter? Nut butter? The blessed nut butter. The meat one. Oh, you have a demon kid about me? Okay. I said I wasn't ever going to mention this ever again, because it is, like, terrible. But, it is funny, and I did mention it on stream, so it's already out there, so it's funny. And I didn't mention it about Gus in specific, but now, like, Gus is tied in here, okay? So this was during, like, the Antony thing that was happening. So that gives you some context on when. We were just DMing. I was getting ready to send her something, and I don't know what she was wanting or expecting me to type, but there was a whole lot of, like, back and forth at first about what in the world I was about to say, and so then toes came up, okay? And I wasn't sure if I had told you about this, Gus. So I thought that's what you DM'd or told Kit about. And I guess you might not know about this. And so this is what I told her. I was really sleepy one day, and I was streaming just talking about peanut butter and my slight addiction to the blessed nut butter. It's crippling. Please help. I may or may not have mentioned I'd even lick it off of some people's feet. Now, this was in reference to my best friend. My best friend of, like, 8 years. So, I feel like it's acceptable for that. And so the question came up of, like, what the parameters were here. If it was any time, any day, or if it was just when it was, like, the last peanut butter in existence. And I realized I never thought about it. So I said, ideally, it would be the last peanut butter in existence sort of deal. But Gus exists, so there's an enticing opportunity for content here. And then I warned Kit that she might not want to go to VidCon after that. And then I proceeded to say $20 is $20 or something like that. So, you know, watch out, Gus. Watch out. You guys thought beef was gonna happen? Nuh-uh. Nuh-uh. Bro, that's some great content. Dude, if you'd let me film your feet, I'd consider it. It'd have to be, like, after a shower, though. Like, and ideally, okay, there's a lot of stipulations here that I would actually consider it for. There's gotta be 0 hair, okay? There's 0 hair. Clean. They gotta be clean. And, it's gotta be on camera. I will gladly sacrifice my toes. Rip. After a sweaty day of VidCon, oh, that would be so gross. Okay. Well, there you go. That's the story there. Bro's glazing his own meat again. How does it feel to have King's meat next to you? I'm by the meat. Let's go. I'm honored. It's going here too. Love the meat you got there, man. Thanks for showing. No problem. Bro's stressing me out. King, want to tour my newest 2 houses and flower shop in my little town not at spawn? Probably soon. Yeah, I'd be down for that. It's always the toes. They always lead back to everything, just like you said, Gus. Oh, it's so much I'd lick it off of someone's feet, which reminds me of my best friend. Dude, I'm hairy. I am too. I am too. You're actually considering this? I mean, it would be good content. It would be really good content. Plus, I mean, Gus is gonna give me a tortilla, so, like, I feel like it's something reasonable anyway. Is this possible DDoS? I mean, possible, but I think it's just the, proxy crashing out. It should be fine for the rest of the day. Look, King and PC Gus, I love you, but this is way too unhinged. Oh my gosh. I mean, that ought to leave me some good credibility with people somewhere down the line, right? Like, is that something that would impress the ladies? Maybe not. But maybe it would too. Like, the dedication, you know? It shows that I'm willing to have a good time. I can't believe you would talk about that with Kit. Well, I thought you told her about it. I couldn't remember if I told you about that one night we were talking really long. And so I was worried that she told you. And so I was like, is this about the peanut butter? And she's like, no, what about the peanut butter? I had trapped myself. I would have told her I'd rather not, but she was just gonna keep pressing. So now she knows about the peanut butter. My peanut butter addiction was so bad that one of my friends for Christmas bought me a jar of peanut butter, like all natural. She died after that, so I didn't eat it for a while. Sentimental peanut butter for a little bit. But it was good. It was good. I just wish I could have told her it was good. When the server works again. I already talked to her about something she sent me without feeling annoyed and like a waste of time. You know, I very rarely ever try to DM anybody because I'm same way. I don't want to feel like I'm wasting anybody's time. I don't want to make them, you know, annoyed or anything. But at the same time, I've gotten better about messaging her and messaging you, Gus, and Ant. You three have been people I feel like I'm okay to message. And, you know, I kind of gauge it based off of how busy I think you might be at that moment. When Gus has, like, a status that kind of indicates that he's done with things, I'm like, you know, maybe I shouldn't message him because I will make him want to commit some heinous crimes, probably. However, you know, when he doesn't have a status, I'm tempted to message him a lot. Little crash, yeah. I mean, if it's for the content, I mean, you know, like I said, 20 bucks is 20 bucks, you know, I'm just saying. uh... It's for the content, anything goes. Head over when you're ready, for real, for real. There's so many things I could tell Kit about the conversations we've had. We've had a lot of interesting conversations. I said a lot of unhinged things. I'm flying? Okay. I know why it's doing that, but I don't know why it did it in the first place. Okay. You know, that's all I need in a girl. If she'll spoon feed me peanut butter while I play Minecraft, I'm good. Okay, but like, I mean, can you blame me? Can you blame me? Like, that sounds like heaven right there. So that's what I told you about when it came to peanut butter. I knew I told you something about peanut butter, but I couldn't remember what. Okay, that's good. There's worse things I think I've said about the peanut butter, and I will decline to answer any more questions. King's hacking? Yeah, I am. My bad. I'll ban myself here in a minute. I need to know it was in a call. I know King would say that. I refuse. Okay, one thing I should note, okay? Like, I am willing to spoon feed her peanut butter too. My wife. I would. I realize we're talking like several topics here. I'm talking about my wife, not Kit, okay? Like, I don't think I would spoon feed Kit peanut butter, I'm gonna be honest. That would be a little bit unhinged, a little bit weird. No offense to her, but me personally, I'm okay. She's like 12, so it would get me put on a watch list as well. So again, rather not. Wait, you have a wife? No, not yet. One day I will. Eventually. I guess that's the plan. Which brings me back to like the whole thing of making a list. And, you know, figuring out what you want to do in life. If Gus is done with things, he wants DMs because he's tired of idiots. Well, then you don't want me, dude. I'm the biggest idiot out there. I refuse to message the Kitato, even if life or death situations, that's fair. I have a similar problem with the Kit, wherein I have trouble responding to people's DMs. I get that. So my Halloween status will protect me from you? Possibly. Possibly. I don't really like Halloween, so it fends me off pretty good, yeah. She only struggles if she doesn't like you. There are definitely cuter things a girl can do. That's true. But, like, I don't know, man. Just playing video games and eating peanut butter, that is heaven. That is heaven. King's hacking. Pretty sure you mentioned she struggled responding to you, and we all know, despite what you believe, that Kit likes you. Kit is cool. Kit is cool. She just, like I said, she doesn't respond pretty often. I will say there have been several messages that I send that go unanswered, and you know, like, I know why. However, I'm not at liberty to disclose all such things. Sorry. Could I? Sure, but will I? No. My display port on my monitor is dead. Oh no. Have you tried to blow dust out of it, maybe? Fix it. I did. Okay. But she struggles to respond or like me. I ain't feeding nobody peanut butter. Fair enough. Fair enough. Or husband. True. Husbands could feed people peanut butter too. I would feed my wife peanut butter, like I said. If that's what she wanted, that's what she's getting. You treat her like she is literally the queen of the universe, cause I no offense, you're probably nothing without her. Okay, I am me spicy. I have my garlic protection from King Nobody. Come down to get zesty, but no. See, now I'm somebody that really loves peanut butter. Definitely not like it would kill me or anything. The I just realized what you're saying there. Okay. Yeah, no, I get you, man. I get you. See, the problem I have with peanut butter is I know my cholesterol is actually just naturally high. And peanut butter, if I'm not mistaken, can raise your cholesterol by a decent chunk. So it'll kill me, just in a different way. Or it could kill me, rather. King, I left you a gift at your spawn house. I did see it. It was the cherry saplings and stuff. I picked those up. I left some of the other things, I think. I didn't take everything with me just yet, but it's just because I don't really have a storage system yet, but I knew I needed the cherry stuff soon. So I did go ahead and take those. Just make sure I'm good here. King doesn't want to share his failed or his attempts. Dude, Wait. What was that in reference to? I'm trying to think what that would have been in reference to. Oh no. I mean, I have a lot of failed Riz attempts, I'm sure. I am just naturally a wizard when it comes to rizzing, you know? I am the Rizzler or something like that. That's what the kids say, right? I'm going to die. Food ain't the worst way out. You know, that's fair. That is fair. I would also say that is a pretty good way to go. I ended up going down by choking on it. That's terrible. That's terrible, Panda. Let biome, so let me know when you're gonna teleport so I can give you a tour. Will do. I'm gonna try to finish up a big portion of this area first, but I will definitely let you know. But if you have to go at some point, just let me know, and I'll try to. I'll just go ahead and go over then. That way, I'm not keeping you awake or anything. Rizzard. Gosh. Can you share some failed Riz attempts, King? So, like, I've never asked anybody out, but that's the problem, okay? See you later, Panda. Enjoy the dinner. Hope you have a good rest of your night. So, failed Riz attempts. Like, I've never asked anybody out. That is the problem, though, like I said. Because I wait too long. By the time I think I might even have a chance and maybe have them wrapped around my finger to some degree, it's too late. They've either relegated me to friend zone or they move on because I never made a move and they were waiting. And that ends up leaving me there in a very awkward space. And, you know, they're at least happy. They're at least happy. That's all that matters to me, like, genuinely. Like, if I miss my opportunity, that's fine. I'm just gonna find a better opportunity later down the road. However, I'm just glad that they found somebody that makes them happy. Because at the end of the day, you know, if you truly love someone, then it doesn't matter if they're with you or not, you know? Because when you love them, you're gonna rather they have their happiness, that they have, you know, that they have their own situation that they're satisfied with. So, you know, my failed Riz attempts, I guess, just mainly root out of the fact that I'm too slow, and it doesn't really result in anything more than just me being happy for them. I am a failed Riz attempt. Oh no. Mood, what does mood mean? Mood is, yeah, what Gus said. Gonna watch some YouTube for like half an hour. If you need something, message me in chat. Alright, sounds good, Sammy. Sounds good. Quit being wholesome. I'm just telling the truth, honestly. I mean, you need to ask a girl out. I will force you at VidCon. I don't know, man. VidCon is scary. Like, ideally, I'd like somebody close to me, but I am not close to anybody, you know? I think we went over this several times, but I live in a small town with old people. All the young people go off to college, and I didn't, so, you know, the only young people here are underage, and I'm not about to go to jail for this, you know? I'm okay. And I mean, I know, like, there's the whole online method where you, you know, you meet somebody online and you're like, man, this really seems to be working out and all that garbage, but I don't know. I don't see that working out for me too well. It's tough. It is tough. And, you know, like, I've said this, I think I've said this before on stream, and if I haven't, I don't mind saying it. You know, you find the right person, and, you know, they are online. It doesn't matter that they're online, you'll find a way to make it work. I mean, I would have to go get a job. I'd have to probably quit streaming as much as I do, which, you know, is, like, sad, sure, but, like, at the same time, that's maturing. You give up some things so that you can have other things, and, you know, the idea is that eventually I could go back to streaming as much as I am, and, you know, I need a job anyway, so it's just more motivation, but do I necessarily want to do that? No, but for her, sure, I would. Plus, it would give me more money to spend on PC Gus merch, so that would also be a nice motivator as well. You need to put yourself out there. VidCon will have some cuties. I live in a town with old people. Your mom will be there. You are into older ladies. Don't lie. I am not. I'm usually okay. I will say this much. I don't know why I sounded so whiny when I said I'm not. Okay. What was I saying? Okay, I will say this much. Generally speaking, and this is unintentional, I usually end up being more attracted to people who are slightly older than me. Not like, you know, majorly older than me, but, you know, 5 years at most. But usually it's, you know, like a couple years older. I'm like, oh yeah, you know, I think this is nice. And, you know, personally, I think that makes perfect sense. You know, maturity wise, I'm probably ahead of my game usually. So, so I'm not, like, necessarily weirded out by it, I guess. maybe 5 years older is too much though, because at the same time, like, the difference between 20 and 25 feels like a lot. It's not. It really isn't. It isn't. But it feels like it is. Oh, I did not press shift. My bad. My gosh. Okay. Don't do Tinder. Oh, I would never get like a dating app. I could never. Although I've told my friend, I promised him if I don't have a girlfriend by my birthday next year, so in about 8 months, 9 months, something like that, I don't know, whenever July is, if I don't have a girlfriend by then, I will hop on a dating app. Am I hyped about that? By no means. That's partially why I'm in a rush, because you shouldn't be in a rush, but I'm in a rush because I've got plans, you know. I've talked about this extensively with you guys before, and I'll talk about it extensively again. I mean, I don't want to be old when my kids are just turning into their 20s and they're actually able to go out and do stuff with me, you know? I want my kids to, like, when they're 20, I'm gonna be, you know, 50 and I can still do things and move around and have fun. Like, that's what I want to do. And in order to do that, I mean, you kind of gotta meet somebody early enough. You gotta, you know, you gotta, ideally you get married first before this next step, but, you know what I mean? I'm trying to, like, not make this weird, but, you know, that's just one part of it. You know, I've seen a lot of people where their parents are, like, so much older than them, and I feel weird about it. Because it's like, I don't want that to be me, and I don't want that to be my kids. I'd rather my kids be, like, decently in a good spot in their life when I eventually do die. Like, that's part of the plan is, you know, none of them are gonna be, like, early 20s trying to figure out life when, you know, their dad dies. That's not on the cards. To me, anyway. I don't know. I'm saying a lot of garbage. You guys don't need to listen to me. My mom won't go to VidCon. I don't like Reg Wisdom. But I want to be single forever. You know, that's fair. I don't know. I used to want to be single forever, and then I met women. And I realized, you know, maybe it isn't so bad. PC Gus merch dropping super soon with handwritten letters. Yo, I'm just saying, it is really tempting to buy. It is really, really tempting to buy. Spicy can't afford it. That's okay. 25 is a lot. It is. It is. I'm still debating on whether or not I will buy, because my wallet is kind of empty. But at the same time, like, handwritten note, I'm just saying, it'd be kind of nice. You're literally the meat man. I don't know if that's mature. Okay, fair point. Don't get Tinder. Ask King's mom for her number. Bro's gonna be such a young normie till July. Yeah. He's gonna to his mom. That's crazy. It is. It is crazy. My grandma is 40 years older than my uncle. Really, I met women and said no. I met men and said no. Saw single and said yeah. Fair enough. Fair enough. I can respect it. Some people just are fine being alone, and there's nothing wrong with that. Or they'd rather just have a lot of good friends. There's nothing wrong with that whatsoever. In fact, I would argue that that's kind of better in some regards. I mean, there's no reason for you to want to force yourself into being in a relationship, you know? Never force yourself, because that's just gonna cause pain for both of you in the end, you know? It goes much deeper than doing it just because that's what society deems as normal. I've got nothing going for me. I don't know, Gus. I have seen your wiki page. You've got a lot going for you, dude. You've got more than me. And I know it's not a competition or anything, but if it were, you might be like a first place kind of guy. I'm just saying. Bro wants to be Kitrix. I mean, the thing is, though, Kitrix is bald. Like, Gus isn't. So, you know, he's at least got... He's got something going for him. Kit, on the other hand, not so much. What about the wiki? I mean, I saw the picture. I thought it was a really good picture, I'm gonna be honest. I find it hard to believe that the ladies aren't lined up. At least I'm not bald, even though Kit has cool hair. Okay, I will say this much. Kit does have cool hair. I asked about it on her stream the other day. Found out she does, like, nothing to it. It's just kind of naturally that way. And I'm a little bit jealous. Gus has everything. Gus has, like, all of the tools at his disposal. I mean, point at his YouTube channel and say, man, this guy's dedicated, like... I think you would be fine, dude. She has Johnny Depp hair. I'm gonna have to take a quick break here in a second, because ads are about to start playing. What does that mean? The picture was taken in Portugal in front of one of the most photogenic McDonald's in the world. Oh, okay. Well, it's a good picture of you. I'm just saying. Okay, I will take a quick break here. I say quick, it's got to be 3 minutes long so that pre-rolls go away. But during that time, I will not be here. So sit tight, enjoy the be right back screen. Grab some food, use the bathroom, get some water, take a power nap, do whatever you gotta do. If you gotta head out, then head out. But I appreciate you all for being here. I'll catch you here in about 3 minutes. Okay, it hasn't been 3 minutes. It's only been a minute and a half, but I figured I already got my water, so I might as well come back up here and talk to you guys for a little bit. Just me and the ad-free peeps. Let's see. My new hair actually looks really nice to me, to be honest. I got it cut the other day. Did you get it cut for the... Was it the cooking video that you did? The cooking short? I think that's the last time I saw what your hair looked like, and I'm trying to visualize it in my head. I'm not gonna lie, I don't remember anything that happened yesterday, and I think that's when I watched that one. Or maybe it was not yesterday, I don't know. I hate it when I get a haircut. I know I need one whenever I get it. Go on a walk, lurk. I can't, so never mind. I'm sorry to hear that, dude. But I hate getting a haircut when I do need one, because, like, I can recognize it's long, but I never know what to tell the hairdressers, you know, like, what I want. And so I usually just look at them, and I'm like, okay, here's what I want. I want you to do whatever you think would look good on me. And usually they do a good job. They usually do a good job. But, I worry that one day they're gonna mess it up so badly. And, like, I like having my hair longer, right? I don't know if you guys have seen any, like, I don't know where I could get you guys some video of me with longer hair. It's not long, like, it's just, it is, I would say it's medium length, really. I mean, for a dude, anyway, like, that is a decent amount of hair. The problem is it just looks so ungroomed, you know? No matter how much you run your comb and brush through it, it always looks off. So I don't know. I probably need to just put more product in my hair. But at the same time, like, product is so expensive, you know? I can't have long hair, I guess. Oh no. I feel like you can vaguely see my headphones leaving a mark on my hair in that video, and it bothers me. Oh, hair. Did I not specify hair? Oh no. That sounded really bad out of context, didn't it? Oh no. Yeah, no, we're talking about hair. We're talking about hair. King wants his majestic hair. I really do. I do. And I've got decent hair. Okay, I can now see it. The other day we were talking about hair in Kit's stream, and she was still insistent that I have blonde hair. And I can kind of see why she would say that now. It's the uneven lighting. The way it reflects off of the hairs there. That makes sense. It's still very clearly brown, but I mean, if at a glance, I guess I can get it. Remember when Kit's hair was shorter about 3 months back? That's the longest my hair has gotten. I was not in Kit's community at that time. I was probably... I don't know where I would have been, but I was not with you guys yet. Crazy to me that it's only been like a month or two that, since I met most of you guys. She's supposed to get a haircut today, I think. I think she said she was getting it cut today. So she might have short hair again today, guys. Who knows? We'll see. Bald. She's going bald, guys. I remember Kit getting a haircut. Bald Tricks is coming back. We like out of context, your hair isn't blonde, not at all. It's got like blonde streaks in it, I guess, but like that, they're so few and far between, and I don't even think my camera picks it up. So I don't know where she's getting it from, to be honest. Unless she knows my brother, whose hair is very much a dirty blonde. I thought it looked nice and told her that. My guess is chat only bullied her, though. Her chat is mean, okay? I got banished from Kit's community by Spicy and King yesterday. I didn't mean to. I was just toying around with you, man. Quit trying to talk about your sister like that. I wish I could understand where the thought process comes from. She's not my sister. Okay, I've got you both here now. I have no idea what we were talking about yesterday, Spicy. And I hope you don't mind that I ask. What was the context that I'm supposed to explain on about the announcement thingy? I was so confused yesterday, and I think maybe I was just tired. I don't know. It was about the announcement. I was told there was context, and I was confused, Kit was confused, and I think Spicy was confused as well. I don't know. I don't know. I might not even be allowed to speak on it, but I would like to resolve any thoughts you might have if it helps. I'm not gonna mentally torture you guys. You're still on this. I'm genuinely confused. I nearly, like, I don't mean to be dramatic, okay? But I nearly cried because I felt like I was just stupid yesterday. And I was like, what is the context? I was so confused. I was like, am I missing something? I talked to Kit, we discussed that. That's the context. Okay. Okay, so it's about that. Gotcha. Like I said, I was oh, yesterday was a day, man. It was a day and a half. I had a lot of poor word choices. Do I want to watch that clip? Do I dare watch that clip? Let's watch the clip. What's the worst that could happen? I have the tab muted. Let's unmute that. It's not long, like, it's just, it is, I would say it's medium length, really. I mean, for a dude, anyway. You know, it's average. Gosh. Don't ever ask me how long medium length is supposed to be. I couldn't tell you, dude. It's not hard. I explained multiple times, and you didn't believe me and bothered Kit. I'm tired of Kit getting crap on my behalf and people pestering her. I feel bad for her. And not like in a pity way, but just like I can tell she's tired of it. That is a good clip though, Bionics. And there's so many things I want to say in response, but I'd rather not get clipped again. So I'm just going to shut up about the hair now. Because I know no matter what I say, I'm not gonna say something that's right. Let's see. People keep getting crap on my behalf and it hurts me. I understand, man. I would be furious. And Bionics, I'm gonna use you as an example here. I'm sorry. But I would be furious had I found out that Bionics had been you know, sending hate somebody else's way, you know? On behalf of me. Like that would make me beyond angry, and also just like it would make me feel like a lesser person just because, you know, I'm not technically responsible for that, but on the same hand, I'm also sort of responsible for it. Like, there have been times where I've raided people, and then somebody in my chat that came over with the raid says something, and it makes me upset because it's like, you don't say that to somebody, especially somebody you just met. It makes me feel bad. I don't want to be around anymore. I feel like I caused Kit more crap than it's worth. Well, for what it's worth, I do think she genuinely likes you being there. So, you know, take that for what it's worth. King hates non-average people. Exactly, I do. I really just hate everybody, but I hate non-average people a little bit more. I do feel bad for her, and I feel like it's when I hopped on. Losing connection? Oh no. I think when it comes to like, why do you hate non-average people? I don't know, honestly. Bionics just said I did, and I agreed with him. King, please dim me about this, or spicy, or both? What about? The, what is it called? Shoot. I just forgot. Oh, no, not again. Okay. Breathe and think. Oh, talking about the, oh man, this makes me mad. Because I know what I want to talk about, and I have, like, the words in the back of my mind, and I feel like it sucks. Okay, oh yeah, so, like, when it comes to, like, causing crap and stuff, you know, I guess one thing that helps me with it, you gotta identify the source. So, is it coming from you, from your friends, from your community, or is it coming from, you know, a source that you have no control over whatsoever? Because as much as we say, like, it's not your fault when it's, like, from your community or from your friends, you have some amount of responsibility to try to tone that down because people are acting that way. Because they listen to you. That's not me trying to get onto any of you guys saying you should be doing better. That's just me making an observation. That is an option. And it doesn't mean you have to punish everybody, but if you see somebody that's doing that, you say, hey, like, cut that out. Example. Then you've got the... When it's you, when it is you and you feel like it's you, you need to look at how the other person that you're talking to is, posture check, thank you, and a hydrate, thank you, and a stretch, thank you. Okay. But you need to look inward at yourself and say, okay, am I the problem? And if you are the problem, identify how you can fix that. So, in the Kit scenario, example, you know, if you go in there and you feel like you're being annoying or you're worried that you're being annoying, then one thing you can do is just remember, like, one, she's human, so, like, speak to her like she's a human, not like an object. Contrary to popular belief, women are not objects. I was waiting to say that. I'm sorry. So you do that, you know, you make sure that she's being treated as a human and all that. Then you need to think about, like, how other people might interpret what you're saying and doing. You know, we don't really know how old Kit is. We don't really know what she's up to and, you know, where she's at. But we can observe how mature she is. So we know, generally speaking, she's a pretty mature person. She's not gonna, like, hold it against you if you do something a little annoying here or there. She might give you a warning, and, you know, that's gonna happen, and that's gonna be scary at first, probably, because you know, you don't want to disappoint your friend or your streamer or any of that. So you might be a little bit worried at first, but, you know, that's how you learn. And the truth of the matter is, like, it's important to just kind of read the room, I guess. So, dependent on the topic that's being discussed, what chat is saying, who's in chat, if the streamer looks tired, you know, any of that kind of stuff, it can make all the difference in how your chat messages are received. For example, when I go into a stream and, for example, Gus is, like, going off on his chat about Roblox or asking about mod, I really have to refrain. And I know he probably wouldn't be mad at me for it, but I almost feel like adding on top of it all, hey, you should add me as mod, hey, you should play Roblox. Even though, like, I don't genuinely mean either of those things. Just having somebody that's not also on top of it all contributing to the issue definitely helps. So, you know, if you notice that she's getting annoyed with YouTube chat because they're being really garbage people and they're being kind of creepy, then, you know, try to move on the topic and ask about, like, what she's up to with SBK and the content there, and, like, you know, talk about something that you know she's interested in. Like, we know she loves SBK. We know that, that she likes the Flash. And she's probably sick of talking about the Flash to some degree, because I imagine you'd get pretty sick of talking about it after a while, but, you know. And another thing is, like, I maybe this is an unpopular opinion, but most streamers do care about you to some degree. So give, like, mini life updates, and it doesn't have to be, like, a super in-depth one. In fact, I would almost argue it shouldn't be. But just, like, a little thing of, like, oh yeah, I told you last week that I, for example, Sammy. Sammy told me at one point that they were going in for a surgery for their tonsils. I think that was what it was, the tonsils. And, gave me an update later on afterwards that, you know, everything went good and everything is fine. And, you know, I appreciate that. And, you know, they didn't get into, like, the whole bloody details of it all and saying, like, yeah, you know, they ran into, like, an abscess in my mouth, and I have no idea if that's what happened there. I'm just saying stuff at this point because I don't know. I don't know what happened with the tonsils exactly, but, you know. And beforehand, Sammy was, you know, pretty chill about it all. Again, just minor things here and there, like, hey, my tooth hurts or my mouth hurts, and I'm gonna go in and get it looked at. It's like, yeah, I appreciate those things. So, like, it's not even like giving life updates that you need to worry about. It's just how much you share. Because at some point in time, you do have to draw borders and boundaries with your friendships and such. I mean, uh, you know, I find the streamer usually doesn't, and I'm guilty of this too. I have not done great job giving you guys boundaries to follow with me. But part of it is I don't have the heart to tell you. And I know it's probably the same deal with Kit, you know. There's probably some things she would rather not know about everybody. And you just kind of got to remember, you know, like, she hardly knows us. It's easy to get caught up in the fact that we know everything about her because we watch her, you know, 24/7 just about, or not really, but, you know, she streams, like 4 hours on 4 different days, 16 hours a week. You get a pretty good look at somebody's life after a month of that, especially if you're watching the entire stream. So, you know, we might know a lot about her, but in reality, she doesn't know a ton about us, and that's where the whole I was gonna say paranormal, parasocial. I hope it's not a paranormal friendship, but parasocial friendships start to come into play. You know, we tend to look at it and go, "Oh yeah, I'm friends with this person. I know their favorite color, their middle name. I know their birthday. I know their favorite movies and their favorite foods." And it's like, yeah, I mean, you do, but do they know that about you? And with streamers, you almost have to just be okay with not being besties with them or even being friends, but rather just being cool with, you know, being viewer and streamer. And like sometimes things do develop out of that where you're like you do become friends. I mean, I've met a lot of friends through just my viewers. A lot of really cool people. So it's not like it's impossible or anything. It's just it's got to be natural, you know? And, you know, it eventually happens, you know? For example, and maybe this isn't the best of examples cuz I mean, Kit in specific here, it just kind of happened, but it was natural. Her and I became friends simply due to the fact that we both happened to talk to each other at a certain point in time, and it didn't help. Well, it did help, honestly, that she thought I was in Twitch SMP. So it kind of helped me there a little bit. But you know, it's easy to forget that things need to be natural and they can't be forced. And so you learn a lot about each other just through little tidbits here and there, and you don't have to give it. It sometimes happens where like I for example yesterday on stream, we were talking and it was, let's see, what were we talking about? We were talking about kids, right? You know, and because of that, we talked about the fact that like growing up, life was so different, and you know, DSs and how it gave you guys and me a snapshot into how she probably grew up a little bit. She grew up playing a DS, which is like awesome. The DS was supreme, dude. But because of that, she also got an idea of how we grew up, because a lot of us were like, yeah, you know, I also had a DS. Or I also played the Game Boy. Game Boy with no color, dude. Metroid went hard, dude. Metroid was awesome. But you know, it's those little things about how you grow into becoming friends, and then you can share more. It's just I think that might be part of it even. I'm fairly certain no one knows me like that. She could have my social security number. That's the thing that scares me about Kit. She knows a lot. And I don't know what to do with that information other than the fact that, like, she just does. Now, like, I leaked it. How did you manage that, Spicy? Told her about my theft. Stream? How did you put it up on stream? Oh no. Ooh. Okay. That's not great. But, you know, it happens. I keep banking info on my PC, and that was the TXT. Oh. Yeah, I'm worried about that. I do a lot of my banking and tax stuff on my PC. And I really need to just get a laptop for personal use and have my PC be for stream stuff, because I am terrified one day I will open up the wrong folder and just display my full tax document. It's like, yeah, I would rather not, you know? Got my social security on there, you've got my banking numbers. It would not be good. It would definitely not be good. But yeah, no, to one more time, just to recap everything that I said there about how to gauge if you're annoying and how to fix it. One, identify, like, probability, I guess. So, does she appear to be annoyed? If yes, then look for the cause. Is it when I send a message? Okay, well then it's probably me. Is it when somebody else sends a message? Okay, it's probably them. Just trying to identify the cause. And then from there you go, okay, I want to... how do I solve that? How do I address the problem? And that's kind of just the step-by-step process, I guess. I mean, there's obviously more complicated steps you could take, but at the same time, like, I don't know, I guess it's individual to the person as well. You don't want to be a robot when you do everything. Keep banking info on my PC. Now it has its own PC. Thank God, no install. Yeah, gosh. Identity theft is a scary thing. Is a very scary thing. Okay. Who knows, maybe it's my touch of the tism, but I can't read the room. I mean, it's hard to say. I mean, some people are also really good at hiding things. You know, I think anyway. I think anyway, you know, Kit is probably pretty good at acting for the most part. So to some degree, I mean, you know, if she is annoyed, it can be hard to read for sure, because unless you're just really, really, really good at reading people, you know, it's hard to like, it's hard to tell. It's hard to tell. I definitely know she has some skeletons in the closet, and that's not a diss. We all do or did. Yeah, yeah. And I guess part of it is also just knowing the buttons to press. That everybody has their things that they don't really appreciate, and sometimes a joke comes off as a critique sometimes, and it's not meant to be. For example, let me think. For example, for me, if people kept making fun of like how long I stream or how often I stream, it would start to bother me probably, because that's one of like the few things I take a lot of pride in when it comes to streams, is like I spend so much time on them, and like I recognize it's not a great thing necessarily. I mean, like they are long streams. They are, or they can be long streams. They're way too often, and so like it hurts my schedule in some regards, but also at the same time it almost comes off, and I know it wouldn't even be meant this way, but it would feel almost like I'm underappreciated because of something I'm doing or not doing even. And so I think, you know, for example, with the late start times, for example, when she's late to a stream or misses them, I genuinely think it probably does bug her. She has not told me that herself as far as I'm aware, so this is all speculation, and I'd rather it not get out to her that that's what I said, because I'm not saying it as fact. Just throw that out there. I'm just saying that might bother her, and you know, she gets a lot of jokes about that, and that's not necessarily anyone's fault. It's just it's probably become a little bit too much at this point, and you know, I know she tries really hard, and no matter how hard you try, you know, people are always going to be disappointed with something and are going to be mad about something. But I don't know. It's easier just to not dogpile, I guess. I don't know. I probably said too much, honestly. I like Gus, I don't really enjoy commentating on other streamers and, you know, what's going on in their lives and speculating about how they feel. But at the same time, you know, I how do I say this? I want, I don't know. I don't know how to say it really, I guess. King Nuggy, how's it going? DMs, okay. Oh, snap. Let's go. It's so much pain, I bet. Oh, dude, that's gonna be sick, though. That looks sick. My goodness. That is awesome. That is so awesome, Nuggy. That one's dense. Like, it's not just like an outline either. Like, that is filled in. Oh. Your skin's gonna feel like it's gonna feel like it's on fire if it doesn't already. We're almost done with this, which is good. We're actually doing like really big stuff. I don't know, you and Gus can seem to tell when I'm joking. And it may just be the jokes you choose. Um, I'm gonna say something and it's gonna sound really bad and probably really sexist, but it is scientifically a fact, and I'm gonna try to say this as respectfully as possible. Gotta go for a bit. All right, sounds good, Nuggy. I hope you enjoy the tattoos though. You know, men and women are different, and yeah, that's not to say like she's stupid or anything like that, but she's gonna take it a little differently than how Gus and I might handle it. And, Gus and I have probably been used to a lot more of that banter of like back and forth, making fun of each other kind of deal than some other people have, because that's how dudes talk to each other. We're really nasty to each other. That's just how it goes. I don't know. My jokes are just jokes. But I feel like after round 3, she wants to distance herself, which is fine. I do try to keep it clear. I know she puts many hours in being the best version, and I fully support her. And that's good. That's good. 100%. I grew up in a house with 3 sisters and 1 brother. Believe me, I know. But I feel like I am in too deep. I hear you there. I hear you there. Yeah, I don't know. And it goes back to what we were talking about yesterday, where it's like life is too short to take it all seriously. I don't know. I don't know. It's tough to say. I don't necessarily have like words of wisdom necessarily, I guess. Like I can say all the things, but in the end, it's all speculation. I don't know what I just don't know is the truth. Um I could say anything and everything, but at the end of the day, I'm not Kit. That's what I guess I'm trying to say. And, truthfully, she's probably not gonna ever just straight up tell you whether you are or are not a problem, because that's an uncomfy thing to try to talk about. Like, it would make me feel pretty bad if she just randomly messaged me out of the blue, or even if I messaged her first and said, "Hey, am I causing you problems?" And she said yes. Like, I'm asking, yes, I'm asking for her to tell me. But at the same time, it doesn't mean it makes it feel any better, I guess. That's more so the point I'm trying to make here, I guess. I'm saying I guess a lot, and I need to stop. I'm a woman, don't worry, King. What you said wasn't sexist. Thank you, I appreciate it. I try to word things carefully, because, like, I never want to say something that's disrespectful to anybody. And I realize sometimes I say things so quickly or not carefully enough that it comes out wrong. Because scientifically speaking, men and women are different. They respond psychologically differently. That's just how that is. And again, culturally speaking, we're pretty abusive to both. Really, really badly, in fact. Just in different ways. And so we've built up our skin, but, in what ways have we built up that skin? And how does it affect us now? Like, I mean, I can take a lot of verbal abuse. And I haven't really been verbally abused all that much. It's just that's been expected of men. You don't flinch when somebody, you know, swings their arm at you. You don't flinch when somebody berates you. And you know, you're not supposed to, but a lot of the times people expect you, oh, a little chicken. But you know, a lot of people expect that you also fight back, and you know, that's where I would start to disagree with things, is you should not fight back for sure. But you know, there's gonna be people out there who berate everybody and anybody, and you know, it's just about how long can you withstand that constant what do you call it? Not hate, but constant criticisms. And even if it's a joke, part of the reason we make jokes is usually because there's a hint of truth to them. And so, you know, it might be funny, but after a while, it probably starts to hurt, I guess. I don't know. That's my guess. Like I said, I can't speak on it because I don't know, but that is a theory. A kid theory. I can't do my voice right now. I'm so caught in it, I feel like I'm the one who caused it. And if you feel that way, you know, I guess, like, an apology goes a long way. There's nothing wrong with that, you know. And, you know, at the end of the day, you might have not been the one that caused any of the things that did go down. But who knows? You know, that does go a long way if you do feel as though that is your fault. Hey King, do you need any dirt? I've got a lot of extra stacks. I mean, I probably will need dirt at some point, yeah. I should go. Thanks for the advice. Dang, that was deep. We make jokes because there may be some truth to it. Thanks for hanging out though, Spicy. I appreciate it. I try to just help you guys whenever I can, because I've been lost. I've been lost before. And that might not be what this is necessarily. That was sad. But you know, I've been stuck wondering things on my own and not having anybody to ask questions to and get help from it. It's tough. Thank you for lurk though, I appreciate it. Okay, all those are empty now. We've done pretty good. 2 hours in and we've actually almost finished all the dirt placement. We're actually nearly out of dirt now. I'm looking at it. We'll need to probably go get more soon. Luckily, like you said, Sammy, you've got some, and I could probably ask some of the other guys for some. I'm sure there's plenty to go around. Got 13 stacks. Oh, that would be amazing. I will definitely have to take you up on that. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to yawn. I'm having trouble today. I wanted to try to do tonight's stream like to the full. Because I haven't done any like full streams in a very long time. We've just been starting later. which is fine. You know, you gotta do what you gotta do. But I would really like today's stream to make it the full 5 hours. That would be really nice. You know, I totally forgot to run the replay mod, but at this point, it's so late in this build that I probably shouldn't. Dang. Oh well. Tried to TP but didn't work. Tried again and I have to wait. Oh no. I'll come get it when I go to see your base, which should be soon. I'm almost done with this little portion. 17 stacks? Sweet. $17 is gonna be good. Huh. Man. I'm sorry, I have been pinged. What's going on? Oh. Okay, I see why. I'll check those out later. Mined out another huge area for more houses, and so I got much more dirt. Okay, sweet. My base needs a lot of dirt. I can tell you that much. I mean, this is just the tip of the iceberg, you know? Luckily, I mean, we're almost done with this area. That helps, I guess. Alright, we're filling in over here. Sweet. Years. 1 year, 3 months, and 2 days. Goodness. It's insane. Kind of funny that it does say years, though, because it should have a rule on the bot. If year is equal to 1 or less, then it's 0. Or, not 0, sorry. Then it's not plural. But I guess it doesn't have that. Huh. I don't know. Alright. Gonna have a look at the base, Sam, and head back to be home immediately for more dirt for real, for real. Oh boy. The dirt is gonna help so much. Most of the dirt I have, at least right now, I think, was gathered by other people too. Like, I don't even think this is my dirt. I don't know, it might be. But for some reason I feel like this was a gift from somebody. Although with the river that I dug out, there might... some of this dirt might be me. First trust, hey, bye, how's it going? Totally got first, yep. Huh. God. I'm so tired. Nice. Also, I got DM'd earlier and I didn't look at it. It's a Instagram. Okay. Dude, these cheap viewer bots are insane. You guys can't see them, but I see them, and they're gross. Might flood images tomorrow, having a massive hangout with my friends. Okay, nice, nice. Well, we'll be looking forward to it. Baby oil is going to be involved. And there we got a cameo for my friend. Do I want to ask questions or should I just leave it be? So, you know, would any of your... We're making a slip and slide. Oh, okay. Okay. I was gonna have to say, I would... I probably shouldn't say this, but I'm gonna say it anyway. I was gonna ask if any of your friends happen to be named P. Diddy, but, that was just a, you know, just a passing thought was all. I'm sorry. I'm not very family friendly today, am I? Be right back, got a noti. Alright, sounds good, Sammy. That's what it's for, and since it's my friend's birthday, we're gonna oil him up. Oh boy. Sounds like it's gonna be a good time. P. Diddy is showing up. Yo, let's go, you hired him out? It's gonna be such a good time. Oh my gosh. I'll DM you the cameo we got. Not a very safe for work person. Oh boy. I'm intrigued. If it's like, what's her face? The one girl from that one meme. Who is that? I'm gonna look this up in an incognito tab just in case. Oh, okay. Okay, I have seen some memes featuring this guy. Okay. I know who this is. It was only 25 bucks. He was on sale. I mean, I mean, why not? Why shouldn't you then? Oh my gosh. Pi, that is going to be beautiful. How old is your friend by chance? I'm just curious. If you don't mind sharing. He just turned 17. Oh, that makes it even better. That makes it even better. See, that's not necessarily where I thought that was going, but I'm glad it went there and not the other way. See, there's a certain person who made waves in the political meme sphere, and she started her own podcast recently. For some reason, I was worried it was going that direction, which would have been funny. It still would have been very funny. Oh my gosh. Sammy. You are amazing, dude. That should help me finish all the rest of this. That is perfect. Thank you. Oh, her. Yeah. Yes, that one. I can't say it, otherwise I'll get clipped. So, that's the girl. I got all of her. I appreciate it. You are amazing. Yo, pie, let's go. It's the man, the myth, the pie. You know, I've never asked him this, I don't think. What kind of pie is your favorite pie, preserved pie? Go ahead, King. Say the girl's name. If I say it, I will get clipped. I'm okay. I would rather not. Honestly, I love a good apple or pumpkin, but apple wins by a bit. Okay, fair enough, fair enough. Have you ever had, peanut butter pie by chance? But of course, the one to solo all is the preserved pie. Duh. True, true. Preserved pie is the best pie. Peanut butter pie? It is a beautiful, and I mean beautiful, substance. It's hardly even considered dessert, to be honest. Like, it is so unhealthy, but it is so good. Sounds amazing. One day, man, one day. You'll either have to try it or I will have to make it for you. I'll ship it to your house or something. I don't know. We'll figure out something. We'll make it work. I need to film a mega pie test. Taste test. Taste test. Yes. Make a tier list. Dude, I would watch that so quickly. I'm all about the pies, man. I used to not be much of a pie man, but like I was introduced to like the cream and the silk pies, and those things are so good. I can't say what I'm thinking of, but there's a lot of ways that could go. I tried to word it very carefully to begin with, and I realized I wasn't as careful as I wanted to be. Pie solos cake every single day. I would tend to agree with that, yeah. I'm not much of a fan of like fruits in my pie or berries in my pie, but you know, if it were chocolate cake or chocolate pie, to be entirely honest, I would be choosing chocolate pie. But I'm biased because cake makes me sick. That's understandable. Do you like cheesecake by chance? Cheesecake is a beautiful thing, and I highly recommend it. Cheesecake will make me fat. I'm not kidding. I have been really bad about cheesecake. I will eat way too much. Cheesecake's my favorite substance on this earth. My mom had a birthday party. She threw one for herself for one of the big milestone birthdays. And what? Pie, that's crazy. That is crazy. I just realized ads started. I'll be right back. I will be right back. Just gonna slash AFK that. Gosh. I'm sorry, the ads are still not done, but Kai, you have said like a foul thing. I it's fair, but why? I'm not talking about it. I don't want to talk about it. It's so bad. It's so bad. Why? Why? Why would you? It's true though, cheesecake is a wonderful substance. It is. It is a wonderful substance indeed. Um, as I was saying about about cheesecake, you know, I like cheesecake a lot. Uh my mom had a birthday and she decided that she was gonna throw a little party for it. And she got these little cheesecake bites, which are little squares. They're uh I'm trying to find something comparable that I could show you to really give you an idea of the size. They're about the size of this, okay? And they came in different flavors. So there was normal cheesecake, there was chocolate cheesecake, there was strawberry cheesecake, and then there was like turtle cheesecake, I guess is what I would call it. And mind you, again, they were all this size. All the little bites were. I ate 18. 18 in one sitting. And I can't say I'm proud. I can't say I'm proud of it, okay? But at the same time, I'm kind of proud. You know, I felt kind of happy about it. I'm not gonna lie. I enjoyed the cheesecake a little bit too much, maybe. Sure. But it was delicious, and you know, I crave more cheesecake. I can never have enough. I'm not kidding when I tell you it'll probably make me fat one day. Which is going to be an incredible feat cuz I ate 18 of those and my weight didn't change one bit. I mean, I look away for 1 second. I don't even want to know the biology behind how that would work. So I'm just gonna choose to not ask questions. Okay, I don't even know how to transfer away from what we were talking about there, because that was bad. You know, cheesecake is very good, yeah. I know too many people who don't like cheesecake, though. It makes me very sad when that's the case. I mean, I know it's just, like, more for me sort of deal, but at the same time, you know, my friends don't understand what they're missing. Oh. I kind of forgot. I have a DM I need to respond to, like, right this second, don't I? Okay. I don't have to respond to that right now. Never mind. I just needed to read it. That's what I was really trying to say. Okay. Oh wait, we're almost done. Oh, yes. Okay. This whole area has undergone an incredible transformation. And it's just about to get more incredible, honestly. Because once you see this, it's gonna look so different. Because none of this was here today. Or this morning. Or, well, I guess this morning, but at the start of stream. And, you know, within 3 hours, we've placed all of that. And so now it's just about getting in all the cliffs, which is gonna take some time. It's gonna take a long time, in fact. But it's gonna be cool. Okay. Let's just take a look at it from way back here. Oh boy. Oh yes. This is awesome. That is precisely what I was imagining too. Okay. I've got more DMs I need to look at. Oh boy. I will have to watch that after stream pie. Did my 17 stacks help you? Yes. Yes, it did. Cameo came in. I'm scared to watch it. If that's what you sent me. I am scared to watch it. Yeah, in fact, I think I have more. Yeah, actually, your stacks almost did all the work I needed it to do. I only had to use like a little bit of mine. Nice. Well, thank you, Sammy. That definitely helped. And it means I can take this and put it towards more dirt projects. When's the next auction by question? I'm gonna be honest, I don't know. I would like to do an auction again. The problem is getting the participation for it is kind of difficult. But, I'd like to do it again. That's for sure. I'd be down for an auction? Okay. I usually like to run it coinciding with other events. So we might need to kind of figure out something to get people to hang out for a little bit longer even after the fact. Because that's one of the things about the auctions. I love doing them. But it's like one thing that everybody shows up for and then they all log off again. And it's like, you know, I don't mind that. It's just unfortunate because it's like the people that are buying stuff don't really even play. Christmas event, Secret Santa. I would like to do a Christmas event this year again. The Secret Santa, I think, did pretty good. In my opinion, anyway. So, I'd like to do that again this year if we can. I have 0 diamonds, but I'm down. I know a lot more people now. Yeah. Be down for an auction. Last time we had quite a bit of people. We did have a good amount last time, didn't we? Hopefully I won the pick. Crap, yeah, the pick. I think if we do it this year, what we'll probably do is when you sign up, you also give us like a couple of items that interest you or that you've been trying to get, and make that part of it as well. So like, there's a little bit of a list going on there. So I think that would also help, is some people just don't know what other people need. Like, for example, I need stone and dirt. Mostly just dirt at this point, because I already have a stone farm. So any of that is, oh wow, I don't feel like I'm in my own head all of a sudden. Whoa. Okay. Any of that, though, you know, is pretty helpful to me, but not to everybody, you know? I think that's what I was trying to say. I don't feel right. Hang on. Let me get somewhere for a second and just breathe. I don't know if this is like a King SMP thing or what, but every King SMP stream we have, it's just ruined by this. I need diamonds, netherite, and quest shards. I would definitely be able to help with that. I don't know what's with it. Like, it's why do I suddenly feel like I'm outside of my own head? A feeling of being outside of your own head or depersonalization can be caused by a number of things. I don't think it's as serious as depersonalization. What do you mean? Why does it go to the extreme? Stress or trauma, anxiety, mental health conditions such as PTSD, depression, or OCD, or substance use. Depersonalization is a depersonalization derealization disorder. Symptoms include feeling like your life is happening in front of you, feeling like a robot or an alien, having trouble focusing on your surroundings, and feeling disconnected from people you care about. The main treatment for depersonalization derealization order, why do they make it so hard to say, is psychotherapy, also known as talk therapy. It's not depersonalization. It's not DID either. I don't know. I just suddenly, like, my head just, it felt like I was here at one point, and then I just went to the back of my head for another moment. It was like my subconscious took over, where my, you know, normal self just was like, yeah, no, I'm gonna sit in the back seat for a second. That was kind of weird. It still feels off. I feel off. Oh well. There's really nothing I can do about that is the worst part. It's like, it just is what it is, you know? King's on the powder, it's cancer 100%. Honestly, though. With the amount of brain fog I've had and the mental capacity issues, I honestly should probably bring it up to my doctor and tell her, like, hey, you know, my brain just isn't braining right now. And see what she would do, because, like, the problem is she's never able to observe it. And that's kind of the problem. You need to be able to see it, because nobody else sees it. It's caught on video, but, you know, I'm not going to show my doctor me playing Minecraft while my brain is slowly turning to dust, right? That's weird. I'm not doing that. And, you know, my family hardly ever sees it either, because it's during stream. But it's awful. And I know they could fix it, probably. It's just they need to know, like, exactly what it is. I don't know. That looks so good, though. That is so good. I feel on. It's a good plan. It's a really good plan, Sammy. Because you're always on your PC. I'm so sorry, bruh. Yeah, I'm always on that darn PC. I do go outside sometimes. Those are kind of rare, though. I don't really go out there too much anymore. And it might just be me being exhausted. That's like a very, very possible thing. Not the grass. I know. I know. I really shouldn't be touching the grass. It could just be me being tired, though, and I don't know. I don't know how that really ties into things. Never mind. Give me 1 second. Okay. Go to sleep. So, Sammy, the funny thing is, it's not really funny, it's just sad. If I do, like, in stream, like, right this second, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna stay up for approximately 6 more hours. Is it really 6 hours? 3:30 is when I go to sleep. So, 9:30, 10:30, or 10:30, yeah. 9:30, 10:30, 11:30, 12:30, 1:30, 2:30, 3:30. So six full hours. Which sounds like an exhausting time away. I might actually sleep a little earlier tonight, but I'm exhausted all the time. But I just can't sleep all the time, which is like the worst part about it. It's like I know what I need to do, but I simply cannot. Go to sleep right now, right here, right now. 6,000 hours, yeah, 6,000 hours from now I can go to sleep. I don't know what I'm doing. And I mean, I could go work on videos. I mean, that is something else I could do instead. Because, let's see, there's gonna be a new snapshot on Wednesday. I can almost guarantee it. I can't make that in advance, but I have another video I can go in and get ready. And let that sit in my drafts for a few minutes. And then I got another video I'd like to record. I wouldn't do that, though. Who am I kidding? I'm not actually gonna do that. You know what I'm gonna do if I'm gonna go waste my life doing something else. I'm not great, am I? Yeah, I can go see your base now, Sammy. I'm here. Ooh. Hey. I'm liking this. It's got like a little rooftop as well. I'm a fan. I'm a fan. I love this little village, dude. It's so beautiful. Oh. There we go. This is bugging me. Flower shop? Ooh. Huh. Ho ho. You are amazing. This pink wood is gonna come in handy, especially once the pale oak wood comes out. I'm gonna be using that with the cherry wood, I think. So this is gonna come in handy later on for sure. This is amazing. I love the atmosphere. That's the really nice thing, I think. More potatoes. Let's go. Man. Yeah, I just love this, Sammy. This is nice. This is a really nice build. Ooh. Okay. So looks like this is where you were doing some of the tree farming as well. We got bees. Future build area. Oh, okay. Okay, I see. Okay, okay. You're gonna have a really nice village then. And right now it's just kind of like what, one strip here? Yeah, okay. I'm liking where this is going. I like this idea. Okay. You can jump from tree to tree too. I like this. I haven't done like a build like this in a while though. This is nice. The stump builds definitely came out very well, I think. One second. What's going on here? That's fine. Thank you. Oh, there's a book. Okay, gonna have lore in it soon. Be. It's very nice, very nice. Yo, bye. Cheesecake. It always comes back to the cheesecake. You know, some people have their peanut butter and some people have their cheesecake. I can respect it. Oh. I'm sorry, my head's not working right now. Peanut butter. It is the blessed nut butter, okay? It's a very good substance. Okay, I should probably go back to my base. I'm sorry, I'm zoning out. It's not your guys' fault either. Like, Sammy, I love your build. Let me just say that one more time. I feel like I might be giving off the wrong vibe here. I love the build. I think I'm tired. Which I guess is like whatever, but at the same time I don't want to be tired, you know? I want to do like things. I want to build stuff and I can't. King's losing it, quarter life crisis. Unfortunately, always, yeah. She lost it long ago. Unfortunately, I don't think I've ever had it. Oh, okay. Hongagoon. Okay. Well, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this, but we could end. I just don't want to waste your guys' time, you know? If I'm not doing much and I'm not doing good, it's just a waste of your guys' time. You guys don't need me doing this stuff, if that makes any sense whatsoever. Oh. Okay. I might have a guy we can say hello to. I've never actually been able to watch him yet. I'm asleep, my lord. Sleeping, spelling wowza. Go to sleep, you schizo. I have been hearing things lately, but that's not like anything too concerning, is it? Oh my gosh. Okay. Um, I'm gonna take us to go see a guy, somebody that we haven't seen before, or haven't raided rather. But I think would be really awesome. His name is Duvid, and I haven't actually had the pleasure of watching him just yet. I know of him. He's raided into Kit's community. If you ever watch Avid MC, he's there a lot. He's currently a part of the Skyblock Kingdom server. And it looks like right now they're building some parkour, which looks absolutely insane. So I think we'll go over there, say hello. If you guys hop in the raid, you'll get some free channel points, and you'll get to meet a cool streamer along the way. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm sorry I couldn't stream longer. I am. But I'll see you guys soon. Good night, everybody.